Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the IkesTechTalk weekly live stream. Y'all know how it goes down on a Thursday night with your boy Ike. What up? What up? What up? Um, oh, I thought I saw something else in the chat. Oh, what's going on, everybody, man? Hope y'all doing good, man. Hope everybody is good on this Thursday evening. One more day, and we are to the weekend, man. So we are almost there, party people. Hopefully, like I said, everybody gets there safely. Nobody jumps off a cliff or quits their job or anything crazy like that, man. I know work be stressing not just me out, but be stressing everybody out, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm just throwing something back in the earbuds back in the case. Like ran out here. I literally just like hopped out the shower, went for a walk with the kids and the missus, and not really lost track of time, but just needed to kind of speed through. And then daddy mode kind of kicked in, had to help. So I was getting my son ready and all that stuff. So you already know it's good. Y'all already know it's good. But let's go ahead and get into it. Yo, JoJo said dramatic much. I know, man. Yo, some weeks I just be like, bro, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I'm quitting. I'm done. But you know, gotta pay bills. Gotta pay bills, right? Gotta pay bills. I see we got LaShawn said, hey. Speaking of which, man, the homie LaShawn, holla at your boy, will be live tomorrow night. Mentioned it here, setting up for my stream tomorrow. Make sure y'all go through and show some love. He will be live at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So same time as me, just tomorrow. So make sure that y'all go and show him some love. I know Juan and TK will either be going live later tonight or like tomorrow around some time. I know typically it's Thursday nights at around like 11:15. So definitely make sure that y'all check them out as well. If I'm missing anybody, man, my bad. Like I said, just try to remember everybody's, schedule and stuff like that. But if I'm missing anybody, my bad. The mods will throw them in the chat too. So yeah. Brad, man, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hope everything is good with you. The Hawks, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, ma'am. Hope everything is good with you. LaShawn said, not much, just eating some Jimmy John's. You need to go to Jersey Mike's, bro. Get you a real sub, homie. Jimmy John's, their subs aren't bad, but they're small, dog. Like a Jimmy John's sub is kind of small. Like if I'm gonna get a sub, I kind of want, your Jersey Mike's or go to Publix and get a pub sub, something like that. I can't mess with Jimmy John's. I feel like for the price you pay, them joints is kind of small. I already said what's up to Brad. JoJo in the building. What up? What up? Everything is good with you. Hey, Barry said, just woke up. I was about to sleep through. Look, Barry said, I got to take me a cat nap to get ready for that late night stream. Yo, facts. Yo, y'all know I'm going to be late. Come on now. Y'all know I'm going to be late, a couple minutes, that whatever. Like 9 p.m. is literally like house shutdown time. So anybody with kids knows, like, if your house shutdown time is 9 o'clock, everything ain't gonna be like fully set down where you can sit down until like 9:04, 9:05. Honestly, it should be a little bit later, but I don't be wanting to start too late because I know I don't be wanting to sit up really all that much. I'd be ready to get in my bed and relax, watch some basketball or watch some 90 Day with the missus, whatever. But yeah. Exactly, JoJo. Fashionably late. Exactly. Hey, Shay, Queen of Steeler Nation, Kennedy in the building. What's up? Hope everything is good with you. Ron, man, what's going on? I hope everything is good with you. Jeff, blessings on your day, man. Appreciate you for coming through and showing love as always. Try to make sure I didn't skip anybody. Hey, he said looking fresh as hell. Hey, just went and got the cut. Did I get a cut today or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Went and got my cut. So you already know. Oh, you already know, bro. We smoked the Pacers last night. I don't know what was going on with them last night. They looked rough last night, bro. Like ever since the little in-season tournament finals, man, Pacers don't look the same. So I don't know. Look, JoJo, just because they deliver fast don't mean that they the best, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean that they don't mean that they are the best. He said, yeah, I did get a fresh cut. Yeah, I did, kept the length, but got everything trimmed up and cleaned up. Got my do-rag on because, like I said, I just got the shower, so I'm settled in, house for the night. I ain't going nowhere, so do-rag goes on, man. Y'all already know, trying to keep these waves and whatnot. He said, you forgot LaShawn got a tiny stomach. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Hey, Evan, man, what's up? I hope everything is good with you. Shay said, yeah, I agree. Jimmy John subs is small. Yeah, like I feel like I gotta eat two of them joints, bro. And like my wife, she eats more than I do. So she'll go to Jimmy, and like she's already like the type of person who will argue you up and down, stating that you can't have subs for dinner. She's like, I cannot eat a sub for dinner. It's like lunch or like a snack. I swear the woman is like a black hole, bro. Like, gotta hide my wallet. But I'm telling you, she would eat like 3 or 4 Jimmy John subs to like get full, bro. Like I can't even eat one and get full myself. I need at least two, maybe two and a half, maybe two and a half. He said, "Oh, they got that kicking Cajun chicken. Oh, a Cajun chicken sandwich. That actually does sound pretty good. What kind of cheese they putting on that though, Sean? Provolone? Put provolone on that? Yo, Mark, man, what's up? What's up?" He said, "Can you take out your boy Wrench? I don't think he deserve it." Mark coming in, shots fired, man. Hope everything is good with you, big homie. The number 33 at Jimmy John's is dope. I like that one too. I think the one that I normally get, I forget which number it is, but obviously you got to get it Mike's way. And any sub I get is Mike's way. He said, "Put him in timeout." Yeah, yeah, I know. Mark coming in through stirring up trouble. Stirring up trouble. They got a new cookie at Jimmy John's. A new cookie. What flavor, Shay? I haven't been there in a while. Yo, Sub House, I just had them for T-Mobile Tuesday. They had the hookup, yo. You got the buy one, get one, hook and ladder subs. Yeah, me and so the missus, because you could do T-Mobile Tuesday per line, right? So we had double, and I'm telling her, like, look, we gonna use both these coupons, do 2 separate orders. I get 2 subs, you get 2 subs, and we'll get chips and a drink. So she's like, nah, we can save one, blah, blah, blah. Bro, we got them subs, that hook and ladder. And if you get it, not even a hook and ladder, but any sandwich from Firehouse, get the little garlic butter on your sub. Get the garlic butter. I'm telling you, that literally sets the whole sandwich off, bro. Like that garlic butter is fire, but we waited too long, so we can't use the other coupon, the other Firehouse sub coupon. Mamadi, I hope I pronounced that right, man. If I didn't, I apologize, but I appreciate you for coming through and showing some love, yo. I appreciate you. He said, yes, provolone. Okay, say less, say less, say less. Oh, you tried it? Yo, did you get the garlic butter, though? If you didn't get the garlic butter, you ain't really tried it, dog. Bro, you know you ain't in no U-Haul. Anyway, like I said, I want to go ahead and get into it, man. The missus got me like on the clock tonight for sure because we got to watch some TV. She got to get up for work tomorrow, so she's like, "Look, you better be off at 10 sharp because we have TV to watch, sir." And I was like, "All right, I hear you." So let's go ahead and get into this first article, man. Yeah, then you didn't really try it, dog. Next time you have Firehouse, get the garlic butter on your sub, dog. And I'm telling you, it's on another level. It's on another level. He said, you got 38 minutes, sir. No. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. She said, yeah. Oh, lemon berry cobbler cookie. Red velvet cookie sounds pretty good. Red velvet cookie sounds pretty good. A red velvet brownie, though? I don't know about that. But I can mess with a red velvet cookie. Red velvet cake is fire as a whole, man. Like that and just normal pound cake are like my favorite cakes. Like, yeah, red velvet is fire with the little peanut clusters, pause on top, and then the pound cake. I'm gonna say pound, pause for pound, but yeah, pound cake is pretty good too, yo. But let's go ahead and get into these articles, man. I'm over here ranting and raving like we not on a time crunch tonight. So let's get into it, man. So first things first, gotta show some praise and some support. Yo, James, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you, homie. To Vivo, doing it big with the Vivo X Fold 3. The Vivo X Fold 3. Stop it, sir. You stop it. Stop it. He said, pause is now no Diddy. Yo, you wrong for that. James, I'm trying to stay on topic, and you are wrong for that. Yo, I'm not going to talk about P. Diddy tonight on stream at all, bro. I could talk for like 2 hours about the craziness that this man is doing. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, man. So Vivo X Fold 3 and Fold 3 Pro. Headline is Vivo X Fold 3 is the lightest book style foldable yet. Fold 3 Pro adds SD, so Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. And yes, that is not a typo. That says 5700 milliamp hour battery. Yes, biggest battery I've seen on a foldable, biggest battery I think I've seen on like a normal, like non-gaming phone or non-battery phone or whatever. Period. 5700, man. That's pretty wild, yo. On a foldable. On a foldable. It's crazy. But let's go ahead and get into it. So we got better, faster, stronger, and thinner and lighter to boot. Vivo's new X Fold 3 series significantly slims down the design of the 2023 model, the Vivo X Fold 2, while also bringing significant improvements to the camera and battery. And yes, it's a series with a vanilla and pro models. The Vivo X Fold 3, which this is the base one, weighs just 219 grams. So lighter than any other foldable as well. So not only does it have the biggest battery, it's also the lightest, the thinnest and lightest. It's pretty crazy, man. So making it the lightest horizontal inward foldable phone. They mentioned the Honor V Purse, but it's an outward folding phone with no second display. This is lighter than mini bar phones. Yep, iPhone 15 Pro Max, 221. I didn't even realize that the iPhone 15 Pro Max was lighter than the S24 Ultra now, or whatever, because I know both are using titanium. I don't know why Samsung used titanium with the S24. I mean, it looks dope. Like I actually got to play with one in store and everything, and it looks dope. It looks dope. And it feels pretty good in the hand, you know. Ladies, you know the procedure. Shout out to Floss. And foldables like the Galaxy Z Fold 5, which is 253 grams. X Fold 2 itself was quite massive at 279 grams and 12.9 millimeters when folded. X Fold 3 drops that down to 10.2 millimeters. So I didn't have the X Fold 2. I had the original X Fold though, and it was a chunker. It was definitely a thick boy for sure. Definitely a thick boy. So both phones have the same set of displays. The inner panel is 8-inch. Why is this flashing? That was weird. Oh, it wasn't aligned. Um, Inner panel is the 8.03-inch in diagonal with 2480 by 2200 resolution, 120 hertz refresh rate. We already know that. Samsung E7 panel, 4500 nits of local peak brightness. Cover display 6.3 inches. That's the resolution, 120 hertz. Q9 plus material, but you also are getting 4500 nits on that too. So more than double the X Fold 2's displays that topped out at 1800 nits and 1600 nits. Pretty dope. I don't know why where's my mouse at? Good grief. There we go. Or not? I'm like, dude. I keep like catching flashes of it. Oh, it's going over to I forgot I have mouse without borders on. I'm like, it's on my laptop. I was bugging. My bad, yo. X Fold 3 Pro is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, paired with the custom Vivo V3 imaging chip. Comes in two configurations, 16 and 512, or 16 and 1 terabyte. LPDDR 5X RAM, UFS 4.0 storage. I'm happy that even if you go with the 512, you're still getting the most RAM that they're gonna put in a phone. I know some brands like they'll do a 16 1 terabyte and a 12 512. Like I want the extra RAM, but I don't necessarily need the 1 terabyte of storage. So I'm kind of happy that you're getting the same amount of RAM regardless of whichever one you buy. Thought I heard the little one. Yeah, I'm definitely tripping. I thought I heard my son, and I looked over. That's my wife. She was like, "No, that definitely wasn't him." And she gave me the "you're crazy" look too, y'all. Just saying. The imaging chip tackles data from the 50 megapixel ultra sensing main camera. It's got a 1 over 1.3 OmniVision OV50H sensor, f1.68 lens, OIS. The sensor is bigger. Yeah, so it's bigger than the sensor on the X Fold 2. Adds a little bit of weight, which I kind of assumed it was going to be a bigger sensor. 1 over 1.3 is like what us domestic people getting from like the big three. So like Google's like a 1.32. I think Samsung's is like 1 over 1.3 or 3.1, and then the iPhone's like 1 over 1.28. So it's like right around like that normal slab phone territory. unless you're talking about like, you know, what Vivo, Oppo, and Xiaomi are doing with the 1-inch sensors. But definitely big for a foldable for sure. Like this is normal size. I swear on everything, I'm about to like destroy Mouse Without Borders. Jeez, let me just turn it off because it is really bugging me. All right, exit it. Thank you. There we go. There we go. All right. The joining the main camera is a 64 megapixel 3x telephoto module with an OV64B sensor, 1/2 inches, and aperture 2.57. 50 megapixel ultra wide, 119 degrees, the Samsung JN1, and then the selfie cameras, 32 megapixel sensor. So I know the telephoto is going to be dope because that's the exact same telephoto sensor that's on the OnePlus Open. I think the OnePlus 12 has it as well, but I know the Open has it for sure. The 3X on that is really, really dope. So that's some more of the camera specs there. But like I said, the vanilla one, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really hype about, so I'm not really going that hard looking at those. It's obviously not going to be as good as the pros. Both X Fold 3 models feature a lightweight carbon fiber hinge, 14.98 grams, 500,000 folds, drop resistance 2. The Pro has IPX8, which is I think the highest that we've seen on a foldable. Vanilla has IPX4, which I think is what the Open is IPX6, I think. The original X Fold 2, or no, the X Fold 2 had no IP rating at all, but huge battery. So we got a 5700 milliamp on the Pro, 5500 milliamp on the base model. The Pro comes with 100-watt wired, 50-watt wireless, which is crazy on a foldable. And then the base only has 80-watt wired with no wireless charging. Both phones have 5G, Wi-Fi 7, NFC, IR blaster. The Pro has 3.2 Gen 2 on the USB-C, stereo speakers, and all the other good stuff. Oh, here's another little tidbit. The Pro comes with 2 ultrasonic fingerprint sensors, one on the inside display, one on the cover screen. That was dope to have on the original Vivo X Fold. The vanilla one has a side-mounted one, which is still pretty good as well. The side-mounted ones on foldables have been really good from what I tested. Both touch controllers in the displays come from Goodix. Here's the pricing. So Chinese 7,000. I don't like to do the conversions because if it came out globally, you wouldn't be able to catch the Pro for for what they're offering. You're not going to catch the Pro for 970, or what's the other one? Oh, 9,000 Chinese, whatever their dollar currency is. I know I should probably know that. Juan, yeah, Juan, I think it is, or whatever. 9,000 of those bad boys. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. Vivo X Fold 3 Pro starts at 10,000, which equates to about 1,400 bucks. And I mean, with those kind of specs, man, like 1,400 is honestly pretty reasonable. Like when you look at what you're getting. The only thing that I would like to have seen is a periscope lens. I would have liked to seen a periscope lens. I think you're getting the 3X, and they'll probably do like a 6X lossless crop like on the Open. But I'm not sure that they're using a periscope on this at all. It didn't look like it from the pictures, but no word on a global release, but obviously you can go ahead and pre-order. I think you can pre-order both now from IkesTalk and Wanda Mobile. So looking pretty dope overall. Shout out to Vivo for dropping a whole banger of a foldable phone, man. When we get stuff like this, man, it makes all other brands have to step up and compete. So OnePlus Open 2 will have to be better than this. You know, it's kind of how I see it. So dope for show. Dope for show. Let me go up and get back to what y'all are gonna have. Oh yeah, Shay, I got you. I'll definitely next time I try it, I'll let you know. Yup, 57 hundos of battery, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Not inward display, inner display, or inner. I said inner display, inner display. I'm not putting him up. Stop it, y'all. Because I already know that this man is not really here in the chat. He said titanium is lighter and it feels so no diddy. But I'm telling you, man, the titanium on the iPhone made sense because they were coming from stainless steel, which is heavier. But like Samsung was using aluminum, and aluminum seems to be roughly the same weight in terms of titanium. I mean, I will say, you know, saying titanium is on your phone does sound a little bit, cooler and more kind of like futuristic than saying, oh, aluminum, right? Every time I hear aluminum, I always think of like aluminum foil. It's just funny to me, but like titanium sounds official. So I get it. I get it. And like I said, it does look dope and the phone feels good in the hand. So pretty dope. Pretty dope. I'm done with y'all. Um, Dang, did he call on your phone, dog? Yo, you better not answer that. Shoot, for all we know, you might have been at some of them parties, TD Jakes. I don't put it past nobody. Let me stop. Let me stop. Um, Michael said S22 and 23 Ultra had that annoying aspect where the base oh, see, yeah, dude, man, anytime I don't even like talking about Samsung's base model phones, because if I talk about Samsung's base model phones, people think I actually hate Samsung and I don't like their Ultra devices, when I've literally said multiple times, from an overall perspective for my use case, I typically prefer the Samsung Ultra slab as like my slab of choice. But if I had to choose a phone like for one specific feature, it probably wouldn't be the Samsung in most categories. Like if I was to say camera, I wouldn't choose the Samsung for camera. For like overall software performance, it's good, but I wouldn't necessarily choose Samsung top either. Not to say that they're not top at anything, but yeah, bro, I really can't stand how they handle the base model and the plus. Like the plus was acceptable this year because they finally boosted up the display resolution, man. But I'm sorry, for $1,000 starting, I kind of feel like Periscope is like table stakes, really. Like I can't remember the last phone I paid $1,000 or over for that did not have a Periscope zoom. For that reason by itself, the S24 or S20 whatever plus or base will never be on my radar. I have to have Periscope, and it does kind of suck that Samsung forces you to go to the Ultra to get that extra zoom, man. But like I said, Samsung is definitely doing some pretty dope stuff with the Ultra, but I cannot get jiggy with the base model, anything from Samsung's S series. I'm just not with it. He said, pardon me, using voice typing. No. I know what you, and it actually kind of fit in too. So ludicrous. I thought you was going for the pun. So it is what it is. I think that's a pun. Yeah. Mem said, yeah, this Vivo looking like the move. What up, what up, what up, man? Hope everything is good with you. Oh, the X Fold was the last fold you had? I feel like I thought you had other folds since then. Dang, bro, you ain't had a fold in a minute. Like in a minute. I'm done with y'all. Put that video. Man, I'm hearing the song in my head, bro. You stupid. You stupid. Yo, did you already pre-order though? Did you already pre-order? If you did, man, what color did you cop? See, I saw it the same way, Barry. I thought he was throwing in the looter. You know what I'm saying? I would say, move, get out the way. Oh man. Side mounted on the normal X Fold, ultrasonic on both cover and inner screen for the Pro. Yeah, 17 hundo, 17 hundo. He said, take that off the screen. I can't look. Nah, Sep dog. You gotta look at it. Look at it. Look like SpongeBob. Look at it. Oh man. I'm dead. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't let anybody lay hands on me, LaShawn. Them days are long gone. Like I was one of those kids who like grew up in the church. So when I got older, I was like, it ain't no way. Like, and I'm not saying that against anybody who does go to church. I'm not gonna get into religion or anything like that. I just don't mess with that stuff. Religion and politics, y'all know, are like my two no-nos for the stream. But yeah, ain't nobody laying hands on me these days, doc. It's not happening. It's not happening. He says, Samsung using great value titanium. Stop it, dog. Stop it. Stop it. It ain't bad, man. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. How you feel about your? I know you got the S24 Ultra mems, right? How do you feel about the S24 Ultra? I said, yeah, I'm bougie with the cameras. Yo, Genosis, what's up, homie? Hope everything is good with you. Ren said, hello, what's up? What's up? Hope everything is good with you too, Renz. He said, no. Oh, you're gonna pre-order in April. Bet. Hey, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't like these gonna sell out. No, I don't want you to bring me anything, TD Jakes. I'm good. I'm good. Hey, a large pan pizza. Let's go. Oh, he said he loves the 24 Ultra. Okay, bet. I got you. All right, yo, but let's go ahead and move on to the next article, man. unless you're living under a rock, man, y'all know I've been pretty tough on Google. I feel rightfully so, but I've been pretty rough on Google for like the past couple of weeks, maybe month at this point, month or two. Because some of the shenanigans that they were pulling that I just didn't necessarily agree with. Mike said, is everyone gonna start using titanium now? Unfortunately, I kind of see it going that way, man. Honestly, when I would rather them go to something else instead, right? But like I said, I have felt the titanium on the S24 Ultra, man. It is a dope feeling in the hand for sure. But it's definitely gonna be something that you're gonna see going forward. BG came out of pocket when we said S24 Ultra. What up, BG, man? I hope everything is good with you, dog. He said that Vivo and White looks like cocaina. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. Yo, you why monetizing anyway? So I ain't really tripping. Jojo said, you and I both, yeah, we've been pretty tough on Google. We've been pretty tough on Google. Dang, Janosa said he's been tough on Google for the last 3 years, son. Got him. He said you have to stay on these companies if you want them to act. Big facts, homie. Big facts, Barry. Couldn't have said it any better. Yo, ceramic would be dope. Isn't ceramic a little heavier than like normal smartphone glass? Like isn't it a little heavier? Scoop, what up? He said I've been using it longer than them. Bang, bang. Okay. You stupid, dog. You stupid. Scoop in the building. Yo, Malik, what up, man? What up? Hope everything is good with you too. But oh yeah, Google. I'm like, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I've been a little tough on them, man. Like I said, I feel like rightfully so. Cause like Brady said earlier, man, if it's something that you're not feeling or you don't like or you can't live with, best way to handle that situation is to, I'm not saying bash or anything like that, but make your voice, known. Make your voice heard, kind of thing. Tweet about it, talk about it, conversate about it, I feel like that's the only way that you're ever gonna get to some of these companies. And hey, and sometimes they actually listen, man. So that's what we're seeing here. Google is bringing Gemini Nano to Pixel 8 with the next feature drop, yo. And I know Jojo wrote an article on it too. So Jojo, I had this one before you sent me your article. So what we gonna go ahead and do is actually show the homie Jojo some love and take it over to Phone Arena, because you already know, man. We don't play them games. If the homie wrote an article, we gonna use the homie article. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Jojo, I'm gonna need you to holler at the good folks at Phone Arena though, because we need a dark mode, unless y'all got one, because I'm not signed in. So Jojo, let them know we need dark mode. Unless, like I said, we'll have one. I know I could use Chrome extensions. I don't want to do that. I want dark mode on the site. So just saying, Jojo, just saying. But we're gonna go ahead and show Jojo some love. So Google backtracks and Gemini Nano will come to the Pixel after all. We're gonna close out of that 9 to 5 Google. Remember when Google, yo, see, I love how Jojo starts. Remember when Google, remember when Google seemingly gave Pixel 8 owners the short end of the stick and said, no Gemini Nano for you? Well, amidst justified fan outrage, it looks like someone at Google HQ might have listened. The company is now reversing course and has announced that the next Pixel feature drop will indeed bring a developer preview of Gemini Nano to the Pixel 8 lineup. Gemini Nano will indeed come to the non-pro version, the Pixel Fold, as part of the June Pixel feature drop. However, it will not be in the same capacity as the larger and more powerful Pixel 8 Pro. This AI power-up will come in the form of a developer preview, which will enable the summarize and recorder and smart reply features currently found in other Gemini Nano-enabled devices, such as the Pixel 8 Pro and the Samsung S24 Ultra. Google is seemingly being very cautious about bringing these features to the smaller Pixel 8. The company also appears to be agreeing with the assumption that the reason the Pixel 8 was left out of the loop in the first place was its lack of RAM when compared to the Pixel 8 Pro, 8 versus 12. This was a theory that many initially speculated, as there was no clear reason given by Google, lack of communication, as to why the smaller device couldn't support some features as the larger. Can't even talk. Gotta clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. All right, I'm done, y'all. My bad. To that extent, Google is issuing what appears to be subtle warnings that this is a test and only a test to see how it goes. In a statement to the media, Google said, "We've seen a lot of excitement." I don't think excitement is the right word. We've seen a lot of excitement. Well, probably for Pixel 8 Pro users. I got to start reading before I talk. We've seen a lot of excitement from users and developers since Pixel 8 Pro became the first smartphone to get Gemini Nano last year. Running large models on phones with different memory specs can deliver different user experiences. So we have been testing and validating this on Pixel 8. We're excited to provide the opportunity for more enthusiasts and developers to try out Gemini Nano, where we hope to get more feedback and see more innovation. So definitely dope to see. Additionally, I'm not going to butcher his name. Google's VP of Devices and Services Software addressed this in the newest episode of the Made by Google podcast by stating the below. So the plan is that we would also make Gemini Nano available on Pixel 8 behind a developer option. Best way to handle it, in my opinion, so that developers who know exactly what the impact to their user experience would be are able to use this feature. And of course, any users that also understand the potential impact to the user experience are also able to use this feature. We're still doing system health validations because even if you're a developer, you might still want to use your phone on a daily basis. But we're planning on getting that out or getting it out by the next feature drop. So there you have it. I suppose we can dub the version of Gemini Nano that will come to the Pixel 8 as Nano Lite. But in all seriousness, this is still great news for Pixel 8 owners and Pixel owners in general who were not happy with Google's decision to keep the mobile version of Google's LLM exclusive to its newest flagships. As a Pixel owner myself, look, JoJo threw that in real quick. As a Pixel owner myself, I had the same feelings about AI features such as Circle to Search being excluded from the Pixel Fold, a device I own, which Google is also backtracking on. So we're gonna go ahead and X out of that second 9 to 5 Google article because I'm pretty sure JoJo has an article here, and that's pretty much where we were heading next. So I'm gonna just leave that there for a second so we can talk about this. But yeah, let's get into it. Mem said it probably is, but feels good and premium. But I believe ceramic handles thermals well. That's a good point too, dude. Because titanium is dope, but if your phone is gonna heat up and be stupid hot and ceramic, it does run cooler. I wouldn't mind the extra weight personally. Jojo said, I'm not on the web design team. Laugh out loud. Just kidding. I'll mention it to him. Yeah, like just just like throw it in their ear a little bit. Just dark mode if it's possible. It doesn't have to be like OLED dark mode. Just give us like that grayish kind of tone. I'm cool with that. I just don't want to be like blinded when I see that the white background. But dope article. Obviously, what you can control, Jojo, absolute fire. She said, I was on fire when I wrote this. You already know. Trust me. Yeah, me and you both. Mim's talking about giving us the long end. Pause, sir. Pause. Developer preview. Yeah, I saw that too. Excitement equals backlash. Yeah, because there was a lot of backlash. And I feel like rightfully so. I had a convo with an employee at Home Depot about bleach because water bottles have bleach. Oh, stickers. I didn't told him from our conversation. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's dope. He said Google needs to step up their memory game. Anyway, see, that's my thing. And once we get through the comments, we're gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna rant and rave a little bit about that. But yes, absolutely. Michael said, did they ever officially say they weren't going to provide it? They would probably publicly deny their backtracking and just say they never made an announcement. No, they straight up said it's not coming. Like originally, they straight up was like, yeah, it's not coming to Pixel 8. Like I said, I don't know if they did like a memo or something, but straight up they was like, nah, it's not coming to Pixel 8. They didn't tell us why it wasn't coming to Pixel 8, but they did straight up say it wasn't coming to Pixel 8. And y'all talking about TD Jake. So I'm gonna get into my bag for a second. So Ron hit it out of the park here, right? If you're advertising and marketing your phones with talking about all these cool AI advancements and AI features that you're looking to bring to the device and all that stuff, and you know the type of RAM capacity you're gonna need, you need to be forward thinking about that, Google. And the reason I say that is because they're also talking about the 7 years of updates. And I'm not saying that Google's not going to deliver on the updates, but what I'm saying is if you want somewhat of an enthusiast who maybe doesn't upgrade every year to want to still hang on to your features to your phone, because like let's be 100% honest, if you're buying a Pixel, you're buying it for these cool AI features and stuff that Google, throws out there. So if I'm buying it for that purpose, you're promising me 7 years of updates. So I'm saying to myself, okay, maybe I'll keep the phone for 3 years or 4 years, only to then turn around and not end up getting, certain features here and there. It's kind of like, well, why didn't you think of this before? Like you can't tell me that y'all didn't start working on this Gemini Nano project until after the Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro drop. Like that doesn't even make any sense to me. Like this is obviously something that y'all have been working on for a while. So knowing the kind of you know RAM handicap you're gonna have with trying to run this thing on device locally, why wouldn't you throw 12 gigabytes of RAM in the base model Pixel 8? You see what I'm saying? Even if you gotta bump up the price a little bit, whatever, you can justify it by saying, look, we gonna need more RAM for all these dope AI features that we trying to bring y'all. I get that it sucks that we got to increase the price, but hey, do you want these AI features or not? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna pay the extra money to make sure I get everything. Like one of the biggest and dopest things that always like kind of drew me to Pixel phones in general was the fact that they get better over time. You get more new advanced features and things like that over time. And it's kind of one of those things where it just seems like they're kind of starting to falter a little bit with that. Even something like the super res zoom tech that they showed off with the Pixel 8 Pro, we still haven't seen that yet. And Google's not saying anything about it, right? So I'm gonna ease up off them a little bit just because they did backtrack, right? And at the end of the day, it does show that they listen, thankfully. Does this kind of right all of the ships? No, right? But this is a step in the right direction. So I have to praise them for taking that step in the right direction, to listening to feedback, listening to the backlash, owning it, and figuring out a solution that I think benefits everyone involved. Because I mean, if you bought a Pixel 8 phone, what are you gonna do? Say, well, no, don't put this Gemini stuff on my phone. If you don't want to use it, just turn it off and you don't got to worry about it. It's locked behind like a developer wall anyway. So if you want to use it, cool. Go ahead, use it, see how it impacts your device. If you don't have to. But I definitely would say, with Google kind of being at the forefront when it comes to AI on these like mobile phones, like what mobile phones are going to be able to do with AI, with all these features, I feel like they can't look at their devices the same way that, say, Samsung does or Xiaomi does or Vivo does, where they're just like, look, we're gonna drop in as much as we can put in this phone, kind of thing, right? Because even with Samsung last year, they was doing S23 Ultras with 8 gigabytes of RAM, if I'm not mistaken. That's a no-no. One, the phone costs too much for you to only be putting 8 gigs of RAM in it, and two, you had 12 in the previous years. Now, Samsung did right that ship this year. All S24 models, to my knowledge, drop with 12 gigabytes of RAM because those AI features that they're using. Obviously, some of them are in the cloud, but there's still some data that they got to do on device that the extra RAM is needed for, supposedly. Supposedly. Um, I didn't even see. Oh, Mick said, what about the Pixel Fold? And then JoJo said, that's the next battle because they won't do it. Tensor 2 chip, which okay, I can kind of understand. We're talking about a different generation of processor. So that I can kind of understand that. Like, I'm not too irritated with that specifically because it is a whole different processor versus you have phones running Gemini Nano that have 8 gigabytes of RAM. Samsung's dropping phones. Samsung's putting more phones out with Google's AI tech than Google is right now, which is all kinds of backwards in my opinion. Like if I'm dropping some crazy new features that manufacturers are coming to me trying to license, you excuse my language, you damn sure better believe them features are going to be at their best on a Pixel. Now, I'm not saying pull, you know, I'm not going to call out any brands. I'm not saying pull the card of handicapping said feature on other devices to make your devices more valuable. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you might end up having to buy the latest and greatest from those other brands to get those features. But my devices, me, the person making this stuff, I'm going to try to get this on as many of my previous devices as possible to entice people to want to use my phones for that reason. Because in a world where Samsung with the S24 Ultra even can do from an AI perspective, can do all the little cool, fun AI generative stuff that the Pixel 8 Pro can do, while also offering you all the other stuff that One UI gives from a software perspective, and then some of the hardware stuff that Samsung has. It's kind of like, does Google lose a little bit of that secret sauce? Right now, it's not going to make Pixel people go buy Samsung phones or anything like that, because you're still looking at like a $300 price difference. And, are those extra Samsung goodies worth the extra $300? That's going to be subjective. It's going to depend on the person. But I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know. I don't know. Part of Google's MO for me was like those cool generative AI and AI features as a whole kind of thing or whatever. So with them bringing it to more and more phones, it's like, yeah, you still have your reasons to choose a Pixel. The camera for point and shoot is still the best in the biz. Their software experience is still super dope, but it definitely makes you scratch your head a little bit, because there are some things about One UI and Samsung that I like and I'm currently not getting from a Pixel. So yeah, definitely got to look at the entire board, not just certain aspects. Um, Mike said it would be cool if they brought in some kind of pen to the Pixel. Doesn't Yeah, the Pixel tablet has the USI standard where you can use whatever pen is compatible with that standard. I would like to see them bring it on the Fold, but I know that they do have to engineer the inside screen to be able to handle that. Now, with them being so buddy with Samsung, I don't know how they couldn't, take a quick peek behind the scenes to kind of make that functionality work. But whether or not we'll see it on maybe Pixel Fold 2 is a whole nother story. Mike said, yeah, but I think what really irritated people is that the S24 with 8, no, that is spot on, Mike. Like, that is spot on. Like, you can't have your competitor dropping these features on their phones with the same RAM specification as your base model phone that you made the choice not to put it on, and think that people aren't going to notice that, or people aren't going to pick up on that. Like, Google should know. Like, we as techies, bro, like most of the time when we call into your customer support, we know more than them. Hell, some of the more technical people in our community probably are just as smart from an engineering perspective as some of the engineers that Google has. So it's one of those things, like, don't try to pull a fast one. People aren't stupid. And I'm not saying that Google was trying to pull a fast one. I don't know what their MO was with all of this stuff. And even with the Pixel Fold stuff, like with the whole circular search thing, like, I don't know what their MO was with that stuff, man. But Google, you've built up too much goodwill with the Pixel 6 line, 7 line, even the 8 kind of messed up a little bit with the Pixel Fold people. But it's like, you've spent these past 3 years polishing, building up that goodwill, getting back consumer trust, only for y'all to kind of make some really silly decisions and having people questioning y'all and looking at y'all sideways, especially when you ended up bringing the features anyway. Just communicate. That's it. Just communicate. That's literally it. Communicate. He said RAM was one of the ways they separated. And I get that too. But like I said, the difference between Apple and Google, Apple's about to license all of this AI tech from Google. Google is the one in the chair developing this stuff in part, first party in-house. The Pixel team and the AI team, at least to my understanding, are under the same roof. How were y'all not communicating and saying, yo, Pixel hardware team, y'all might want to throw 12 gigabytes of RAM in that bad boy, because we about to come snapping with this new AI model? Like, how does that conversation not happen? I get it. These companies are massive. They're massive. But come on, dog. Like, nah, bro. Like, AI should not be locked out of like there's certain things that I feel like, and I guess it could determine on what you consider a pro versus what is not a pro. But AI features are not, like, AI is not pro to me. Not as much as people talk about. Like, the way people are talking about AI, like, AI is going to be something that's everywhere in everybody's phone. My mom can take advantage of it. My dad can. My mom and dad are not buying pro phones. They're not buying S24 Ultras and Pixel 8 Pros and 15 Pro Max. They're not buying those phones. They're buying S24s. They're buying base model iPhones. They're buying base model Pixels. So I get that, and you're right. They definitely took it out of Apple's playbook, but they got to be a little bit more forward thinking because they're not licensed. They're not licensing. Good grief, that word is hard. They're not licensing the technology. They're building it themselves. So if I know I'm building this, I'm gonna go give them a heads up. Hey, y'all need to pack more RAM in this joint. Like we already seeing rumors of the Pixel Fold 2 being tested with 16 gigs of RAM. So y'all got to do what y'all got to do, man. Seriously. Umar said, I still don't have circle to search yet. Yeah, supposedly, man, it's rolling out. And you know how those rollouts are server side with Google. Mig said, I'm selling that, the Pixel Fold. Little one just popped in the room. He said, I need Google to work on RAM management too. Lightroom or gaming apps kill background apps. So annoying after 26 years. I feel you, dog. I feel you. No, and exactly, BG. Like with Samsung backporting a lot of this stuff, Google had to backport this stuff too. Point blank, period. Hawk said Pixel Fold is on last year's processor when it was released. They should have used Tensor 3. But we should, honestly, Hawks, I'm saying it right now. Okay. Oh, she got him. Yeah, she got him. Because I was about to have to go daddy mode real quick. But yeah, with the Pixel Fold being on Tensor 2 when it came out, originally when it came out, I didn't have a problem with it until we started missing out on stuff. When we started missing out on stuff, that's when I was like, okay, that was a mistake. Excuse me. But no, Hawks, I 100% agree. If Pixel Fold 2 does not drop with Tensor 4, as hard as it would be, pause, I would force myself to skip it. I would force myself to skip it. Period. I would have to. Because I can't in good conscience know that the Pixel Fold missed out on as much as it did because of that processor limitation and spend another $1,800 to go through the same thing. Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm just being I was about to say a word that we not allowed to say no more. But I'm being a not so smart person. Let's just put it at that. Yeah, exactly, Jojo. Like, we're not stupid. Like, we're good. Like, most of us look at and research this stuff for fun as a hobby. I stay on GSM Arena, period. So I don't know, man. Hawk said they probably have the teams in separate offices, although in the same building. If they do like Apple, they're not supposed to discuss it outside of that office unless they're collaborating with other teams. See, I get it. And I know for Apple, it's because they don't want stuff to leak out, right? But me as a manufacturer, I'm more worried about how my devices are going to work, their user experience, than I am about it leaking. If a feature or a phone leaks, all right, I'm still going to do a keynote. I'm still going to throw up pre-orders and people still going to buy it, regardless if it leaked or not. I get the whole I want to control my own narrative, but I don't know. I just can't I can't agree with that style of workplace. Like, I need to be able to just, and don't get me wrong, my job ain't perfect because we have some of the same issues too with the whole different department crap. But I don't know. We gotta get better at that. Like, as businesses, as corporations, all that stuff. We got to get better at that. Brad said that's a big difference between Apple and Google. Everyone communicates at Apple. That's kind of what the Hawks was saying, unless they're collaborating. He said everyone communicates at Apple, so optimization is at the best. Google is nowhere near close to that, and that is a big problem. I'm not with that. Hold on, yeah. Getting reckless. Like, I don't mind you being out here, your baby, it is bedtime. I gotta wind you down, and daddy couldn't do that, but can't be out here making noises and being loud. I 100% was, Brad. And he's my boy too. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little tougher on my boys than I am my daughter. I am. I can't help it. Genosis said, it will have Tensor 4. It's not like it's hard for Google to get their hands on same as SoC manufacturing because nobody else wants it. So the yields will be there. Yeah, and I mean, I kind of feel like they have to just because they have to. Like they after all of the conversation, the backlash they got with Pixel Fold 1 for that, for and not even for the processor, but just for the missing features. Tensor 2 is for day to day. And that's the thing. I don't have issues with the Pixel Fold at all. My issue is with Google and not giving the features. And I got to make sure I make that distinction because some people will try to make it seem like I'm saying I don't like Tensor or anything like that. No, I am still very much in the roller coaster chair, ups and downs on the Tensor train because we need more competition in the chip space. We can't just have Qualcomm. We can't just have Qualcomm. Obviously, you know, we do have MediaTek, but even MediaTek is trying to break into that where they're more known. But we can't have monopolies. We can't have one or two players doing it. We need a lot of players. We need Google doing their own thing. We need Samsung doing their own thing with Exynos. It just needs to get better. We need Qualcomm. We need Apple. We need MediaTek. Like we need Huawei is doing their thing with the Kirin chips. Like we need more players. Yes, Tensor's not as good as what Qualcomm is doing right now, but the same way Qualcomm had growing pains, Apple had growing pains, MediaTek had growing pains, all of them starting out, we're going through Google's growing pains now. I'm not going to sit here and promise the moon and any of that stuff, man, but just with them moving from Samsung's fab to TSMC, you're going to see the difference you're going to see is going to be so dramatic. I'll give you the perfect example. When the S20, what was the S22 Ultra? When the S22 Ultra came out, it launched with a Samsung fabricated Snapdragon chip. Everybody complained about overheating, all that good stuff. Later that year, we got the Z Fold, Z Fold 4? I think it was a Z Fold 4, one of the Z Folds. We got the Z Fold, whatever that year. Literally, the only difference between the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 and 8 Gen 1 Plus was that the fabrication moved from Samsung to TSMC. That was the only difference. But look at the perception in terms of performance, thermals, efficiency. Look at the difference in perception and user experience that just moving from one fabrication method to a different one made. And we're talking about damn near the same exact processor, just moved over to a different fab. We're not talking about going from one generation to another generation. Google will be going from Tensor 4 to Tensor 5 on a TSMC fabrication, 3 nanometers, if I'm not mistaken. So you're looking at a pretty significant jump just them moving to TSMC. It's not including anything that they do in terms of their core configuration or any other features that they do or whatever the case may be. So definitely don't want a monopoly, right? We don't want a couple players. We want a lot of players. Having only a couple players is how Samsung and Apple dominates the US, and we're not seeing a whole lot of big changes from them. We're seeing little polish and refinement, which don't get me wrong. The industry does need polish and refinement the same way we need innovation. They got to go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. You can't just constantly be changing drastic every year, because then all you're doing is doing new things and you're not optimizing or doing any of that stuff. And that's also a problem. Xiaomi kind of fell into that category not too long ago. And now we're starting to see them slow down. The Xiaomi 14 Ultra looks very similar to the 13 Ultra. There's not a whole lot change, but there's a lot of polish between the two phones. Same thing with Samsung and their Ultra tiers. You're not seeing a lot of big drastic differences. You're seeing smaller little tidbits that are adding to that polish. That's why I said both are good. You can't have all innovation. You can't have all polish. You got to have a nice combination of both. Sorry about that, y'all. Genosis said, plus Google listens and delivers with their consumer. Look how they and that's what I'm saying. Like Google, like you do see Google listen. Google might take some missteps, but I will say if I have a complaint about something, I feel like Google will listen faster than Samsung will listen or faster than Apple will listen. Just my opinion. And depending on what features and stuff you want, you may disagree with that. But that's just for me, for me. Um, he said Pixel users will be awarded in October 2024 this year. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I've definitely been one to get really, really hyped and then kind of have that hype steadily kind of like, so this year I'm going in with the expectation of you got to earn my money. Everybody has to earn my money. And so far we've had and that's the thing. Like this year, I feel like has been one of the best years we've seen from slab smartphones. Oppo slab smartphone, the Oppo Find X7 Ultra, fantastic, beast mode phone. The Vivo, we haven't even seen their Ultra phone yet, and their cameras are already looking like some of the best, if not the best, camera system for photography, not video, for photography on a phone right now. And we haven't even seen their Ultra phone yet. That's the crazy part. You got Xiaomi just released the Xiaomi 14 Ultra. Literally a whole camera with a phone attached. Samsung is killing it in their lane with the S24 Ultra. Yeah, it may not be camera-wise as good as some of the other phones, but it has other things on the software side going for it too. Still the only phone on the market with the built-in stylus. Samsung Dex is still class leading for desktop mode, you know what I'm saying, on phones and stuff like that. So everybody's kind of doing the damn thing this year, man. So yeah, we didn't get a lot of crazy big changes, man, but we got a lot of polish and refinement. I'm cool with that. Definitely would like to see some bigger changes though, for sure. Coming next year. Kind of seems like most brands are kind of doing their thing. But like I said, everybody's kind of killing it this year. Like I honestly haven't seen any like major flagship ultra tier phone come out where I'm like, that looks kind of trash, or that phone is trash. Like that hasn't happened in my opinion. So definitely happy to see that, man. I'm gonna finish up these comments and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. I was gonna go ahead and kind of talk about the Pixel 9 leaks, man. But what I'll do is I'm not sure if JoJo wrote an article on this, LaShawn. Double check with her. If not, get with me and I'll send that over to you if you want it, dog. It is what it is. You don't have to take it, but we're not going to get to it tonight. Honestly, it's just talking about the base model 9, but the Pixel lineup as a whole. So if you want to hear more about that, go tune into LaShawn's stream tomorrow, man. I'm pretty sure he's going to be talking about that. That's King Pixel over there. I missed this comment from before, and I saw it earlier. BJ, he said Pixel need to get Snapdragon Tensor, just not it. They on the third one. OnePlus taking their spot. AI features, no way around that. So I already kind of said my piece on it, man. But definitely agree to disagree. I'm always gonna be down for more competition. Again, we're looking at a third generation Tensor chip versus Qualcomm's. I don't know what number chip they're on, and Apple's what working on 18 this year chipset. So yeah, I'm kind of not tripping about the number count. Google definitely got some growing pains we going through, but I'll be excited to see what it looks like when we come out the other side of the growing pains too. So I haven't given up on Tensor yet, man, but I definitely understand where people are coming from for sure. Yo, Savage in the building, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? And I saw Delvon come in late. It's all good, homie. The replay squad, I got love for those people as well too, man. So no issues with that. Mike said Pixel doesn't need Snapdragon; they just need to get TSMC to fabricate the chip instead of Samsung. And that's the funny part to me when people kind of say Google needs to go to Snapdragon, because all of the worst bits that people don't like about Pixel phones, the modem, the processor, those are made by Samsung. Samsung ain't even using their own processors; they're using Qualcomm's. So this kind of goes to show, man. But that's not to say Exynos is trash. I personally haven't used Exynos in, I don't know how. I haven't used Exynos since Exynos was the better chip between Snapdragon and Exynos. So I haven't used Exynos in a while. But me personally, I'm fortunate enough to be in the United States where we get Snapdragon no matter what. And good God, I just saw, who was that? Dante Murray just dropped that point. Wow. I'm watching the Hawks and Celtics game. I'm sorry, y'all. But good grief, this was a nail biter. Anywho, proper lineup, features, dates. Exactly. I'm gonna let LaShawn tackle that though. Sorry, y'all heard my son. He said, apparently they're contracted to start fabricating chips 2025 next year. Yep, we're gonna get a TSMC tensor chip next year. Windows Phone, I don't have enough experience with it, man, but I kind of miss WebOS personally. He said the Xiaomi 14 Ultra video is so damn good. I saw a couple things from Ben, and my God, like I used to feel like Samsung had the best video on Android. I need to see somebody do, and I know Ben over at Lover of Tech, Ben Lover of Tech, he did like a big comparison with the Oppo, the Samsung, and the iPhone. I want to see what Xiaomi and Samsung's video looks like head to head, but I don't want to just, this one is overall better. I want to know this is better in this situation. This is better in that situation. Because it's not like Xiaomi's video is just overall going to be better than Samsung's. And it's not like Samsung's video is going to be overall better than Xiaomi's based off of what I've seen. Because the video on the S24 Ultra is absolute crisp. Now their photos may not be as good as Oppo, Vivo, Xiaomi, but video is it's good. It is really good. Really good. Jojo said, no, I didn't write it. Someone else at Phone Arena beat me to it. Okay, so now I got to give you the 9 to 5 Google one with Sean. If it ain't Jojo, we can't throw it up there. Evan said, good night. See everyone tomorrow. Good night, man. Have a good night. We're gonna be headed out here soon too, as well. Qualcomm been hanging in the bar with Sony for these naming schemes. Facts, man. Facts. He said, facts. I think they need to stick to Tensor. Yeah, I agree. I want them to stick to Tensor. Like, I want to see what a fully custom, because it's not 100% Google custom. Well, it is in a sense with them pulling off certain components and putting them together. That's about as custom can get. But I mean, like straight up from the ground up, no Samsung tidbits. I'm curious what they're going to do as far as modem, because obviously Samsung makes the modem. I don't know if Qualcomm is selling their modems, like, to anybody, just the modem itself besides Apple. But I would love to see Google get in on that. Like, just literally throw Qualcomm the bag, get Qualcomm's modems, because they obviously running the best modems in the biz, and then you run with TSMC to fabricate your chip. And I honestly believe any type of thermal efficiency, all that stuff, should be ironed out. Exactly, Genosis. So that goes to show how long it's been since I've used Exynos. Note 4 was the Note 4 the one with the fake leather back? I love that one. With the metal sides. Oh, that was so clean. The little chamfer edges that just shimmered. Was that the Note 4? Was that one the Note 4? I think that was the Note 4. Yes, it was. The Note 4. Yes. Note 4 was so dope, man. I love the Note 4. I really, really did. TouchWiz was trash, but the Note 4 was dope. The Note 4 was dope. He said every week we design the best Pixel. Huge facts. Huge fact. And the funny thing is, like, I could not be using a Pixel and we still end up talking about Pixel. Like, I'm not even using a Pixel right now. Like, I'm literally not using a Pixel right now. I'm just kind of chilling, exploring what OnePlus is doing, dabbing my toes in what some other manufacturers are doing this year. No, I'm not talking about it because I'm just chilling, enjoying my stuff. Nobody needs to know what I'm running. Nobody needs to be up in my business. I'm using what I'm using and I'm enjoying what I'm using. He said Google needs to hire the stream and chat. Bet. He said, damn right, the Note 4, not the Note 4, the Note 4 was satanic. Mine wasn't satanic, Savage. Mine was just beast, bro. He said that phone app was solid. Samsung needs to bring that back. They too busy producing gimmicks. I hear you, Savage. I hear you, man. I hear you, dog. But with that, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one on up. Again, appreciate everyone for coming through, showing the love and the support as always, man. Like I said, LaShawn's doing his thing tomorrow night. Make sure y'all go and show that man some love. I'm not sure if the MPT stream, honestly, man, on Thursdays, I can't look at nothing. Oh, I got to get caught up, dude. I haven't watched this week's episode yet. I'm behind on X-Men. I know y'all. I was literally wrapping up, but this is like the wrap up of the stream because I'm about to get nerdy. Excuse me, about to get nerdy. I haven't watched this week's episode. As soon as spoiler, alert for anybody who was gonna watch X-Men who hasn't. 5, 4, click out of the stream. 3, 2, 1. All right. So X-Men 97 is what I'm about to talk about. I'll even give you another 5 seconds because I see Savage. 5, 4, 3, get out. 2, last chance. 1. All right. As soon as I seen Jean Grey pull up on him, I already knew we were getting ready to get Inferno. I already knew we were getting Inferno. I already knew it. I haven't seen it. I'm hearing a lot of people saying that they wrapped it up way too fast and they didn't get in depth enough. So I haven't seen it yet. I'm actually gonna probably watch that tonight once the missus goes to bed. I need to catch up on that, and I need to catch up on Invincible. I'm 2 episodes behind on Invincible, 1 episode behind on X-Men. So I'm gonna try to get caught up tonight if I don't fall asleep. So we will see what happens, man. We will see what happens. He said it was wrapped up fast, but okay. So I don't mind it being wrapped up fast as long as it delivers. As long as it delivers, baby. Why are you out of your room? You lucky I'm wrapping up the stream. Come here. Come. You want to say goodnight? It was good. Hey, I'm about to watch it. Come here. Mason. Here. I'll let y'all say goodnight. Come. You want to say goodnight? You want to say goodnight? He just got out the shower, hair wash hair, y'all. Say goodnight, bud. You got to stand up. Say goodnight. Say bye-bye. Can I get bye-byes? Bye-bye? Say bye-bye. No bye-byes. Looking like your mama. I was just there, y'all. Say bye-byes. Say bye-byes. Good night. But as always, man, I'm gonna let y'all go and stop getting all, dad on y'all. As always, this is IkesTechTalk. I'll catch you all in the next live stream. Peace. Can you say peace? Can you throw up a peace sign? Here, I'll high five. We'll give y'all a virtual high five. There y'all go. Virtual high five from the little one. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Love y'all. Peace.